Let's take a look at distribution, execution, and metrics. Product handling functions involve 5 primary processes. Number 1, receiving, which is transferring goods into the facility from the transport network. Number 2, put away, which is moving goods into storage locations. Number 3, order picking, which is selecting goods for customer orders. Number 4, replenishment, which is moving goods from storage locations to picking slots. And number 5, shipping, which is loading goods for delivery to the customer. All 5 involve short distance movement of product, while put away also focuses on the storage activity. At the receiving operation, the inbound carrier is scheduled to deliver the goods at a specific time so as to improve labor productivity and unloading efficiency. The goods are unloaded from the delivery vehicle onto the receiving dock. During the process, receiving clerks inspect the delivery to ensure that the goods match the purchase order and packing slips, the quantity received is accurate, and no damage is found. Problems are noted on the carrier's delivery receipt, and the receipt is signed. Once on the dock, the goods are sorted by SKU, stacked on pallets to the correct tie height. Tie is the number of cartons stored on a layer, and high is the number of layers on the pallet, and secured using tape or shrink wrap. Prior to transfer, the items are tagged with pallet labels that assign storage locations in the facility or designate the goods for direct transfer to the shipping dock if immediately needed to fill a customer order. The put-away operation focuses on the physical movement of product from the receiving dock to assigned storage location in the facility. Forklift operators check the pallet configuration to validate product safety, verify the storage location, pick up the pallet, and scan the barcode on the pallet label. The product is moved to the proper storage location or picking location and placed in the rack. It is critical that the forklift operator verify that product is being put in the correct location, or it may become lost among the vast number of pallet locations and similar-looking boxes. After the process is completed, inventory records are updated to reflect receipt of the item, its storage location, and availability for customer order. There are 2 keys to achieving an accurate, productive flow of goods into the facility. First, receiving clerks must be well trained to evaluate incoming goods and match product with carrier counts, vendor documentation, and the purchase order. Failure to do so will lead to a mismatch between the physical inventory and what is recorded in the system. This will subsequently lead to order filling problems. Second, coordination of the receiving and put-away operation is needed. Most receiving docks have limited floor capacity, so pallets must be cleared away quickly to ensure that there is space to unload additional deliveries. One way to achieve coordination is to cross-train workers so that they can be shifted back and forth between receiving clerk and put-away forklift operator functions. Another option is to stagger the shift start time so that the receiving process is started early and work is generated for the later start time of the put-away function. The order picking process focuses on the selection of goods to fulfill customer orders. Order fulfillment personnel travel through the facility from pick slot to pick slot and pull the requested quantity of each product identified on the pick list. The pick list may be generated as a paper checklist, labels that are placed on the carton, a computer display, or a voice-activated picking system. Once picked, the items may be labeled or put on a conveyor belt for transfer to the shipping area or assembled on a pallet or cart designated for the customer. If the latter method is used, the order fulfillment personnel transfer the order to the shipment staging area and prepare it for delivery. The completed customer order is staged in a pre-designated area for loading onto the appropriate outbound delivery vehicle. For many organizations, order picking is the most labor-intensive and expensive distribution activity, often accounting for more than half of the distribution center's operating costs. This function requires a great deal of travel throughout the facility and the handling of individual cases or units within cases. Thus, it is important for managers to focus on creating a productive, safe, and accurate order picking operation if the function is to be done correctly and at the lowest possible cost. The replenishment operation plays an important supporting role for order picking. moving product from storage locations in the facility to the designated pick slots. These storage locations are often inaccessible to the order fulfillment personnel, and specialized equipment is needed to retrieve the product. Replenishment forklift operators focus on keeping an adequate supply of product in each pick slot. When a pick slot is empty, the order picker will have to make a second trip to retrieve the required quantity of product. These additional trips are labor-intensive and may cause split deliveries or delay the dispatch of customer orders. Hence, it is critical to synchronize order picking and replenishment activities, shifting personnel back and forth between the functions as needed. The final movement process occurs at the shipping operation. In some facilities, empty trailers are dropped at shipping dock doors and loaded as orders arrive from the picking operation. In other operations, a live loading process takes place when the outbound carrier arrives at the shipping dock. The goods are moved from the staging area to the loading dock and counted and inspected as required and loaded into the carrier's vehicle. The carrier signs the bill of lading that has been prepared by the shipper, indicating receipt of the goods, and departs from the facility. Though it appears to be more of a transportation-related activity, the shipping operation has a major impact on the success of distribution facilities. The shipping personnel must take steps to protect the freight from in-transit damage, accurately load orders into trailers, and complete work in a timely fashion to meet dispatch deadlines. They also need to utilize trailer space completely to reduce the cost of each trip. Collectively, these efforts augment the customer service and cost efficiency efforts of the other distribution operations. Key support functions are number 1, inventory control, number 2, safety, maintenance, and sanitation, number 3, security, number 4, performance analysis, and number 5, information technology. One of the most challenging activities in a distribution operation is to maintain control over the inventory. With product flowing in and out of the facility on a daily basis, it is critical to ensure that the inventory database accurately reflects what is actually inside the facility. Inventory control specialists and analysts resolve stock discrepancies, search for misplaced product, conduct cycle counts and quality audits, and make inventory adjustments. Their efforts improve the reliability of inventory reports so that when customers place product orders, the right quantities of the right products are available and accessible to the order fulfillment personnel. The activities performed in the distribution function can be readily evaluated through the measurement and analysis of key performance indicators, or KPIs. Customers use distribution KPIs to objectively assess the quality of service provided by the distribution operation. Management uses KPIs to appraise the operational costs and productivity of company and 3PL fulfillment processes. KPI performance can be analyzed versus past history, current goals, and industry benchmarks. Customer-facing KPIs must target reliability of the distribution process to provide accurate, complete, and timely fulfillment of orders. Consistent measurement and review of relevant distribution, service, quality, and operational KPIs generate valuable insights. KPIs help organizations take a proactive, knowledge-based approach to managing fulfillment activities and resolving issues before they can negatively affect the supply chain. KPIs also help organizations pinpoint distribution inefficiencies and develop strategies for supply chain cost reduction. Finally, KPI data can be used to analyze cost-service level trade-offs for decisions regarding distribution outsourcing, fulfillment process modification, and cost reduction initiatives. Last, let's look at distribution technology. Warehouse management system software solutions improve product movement and storage operations through efficient management of information and completion of distribution tasks. Barcoding and RFID are the auto ID tools of choice in distribution for product control, visibility, and flow, with greater accuracy rates. Automated identification, Auto ID, describes technologies that help machines identify objects such as barcodes, smart cards, voice recognition, biometric technologies, radio frequency identification, RFID, and others. Barcodes and RFID are the auto ID tools of choice in distribution to help track, locate, and move product quickly, with near perfect accuracy rates to consumers. The barcode sequence provides relevant data that scanners can translate into important information, such as a shipment's origin, the product type, the place of manufacture, and the product's price. Basic EAN UPC barcodes are printed on virtually every consumer product in the world. These 8 to 13 digit, one-dimensional barcodes are used to scan goods at point of sale. RFID tags, which consist of silicon chips and an antenna that can transmit data to a wireless receiver, are being used to track everything from jeans to cars.